The city of Raleigh expects these changes to go up within the next 60 days, and pedestrians just can't wait. Lisbeth Ramirez, WRAL News. First up, there's the ropes course. Riders will be doing 3 events today: course ropes, lower ropes, and also kayaking. Change started here on McDowell and Lane Street after a 2019 crash that killed a state employee. This led Governor Roy Cooper to ask the city of Raleigh to take steps toward pedestrian safety. That's right, Camilla. That fire took out the left side of the apartment on Timblick Drive. If you look closely behind me, you can see the damage that's been done to the property, forcing 11 residents out of their home right before Thanksgiving. Police went around the city and confiscated hundreds of packets from those stores. The packets looked like they contained candy or potato chips, but instead they had Delta 8, a form of THC, inside of them. Thanks, Camilla. I'm here with Sheriff Danny Rogers, who was just re-elected for Guilford County. Sheriff Rogers, how do you feel about winning once again in Guilford County? That's right, Camilla. A trend that's been all over the U.S. is now here. Drivers in souped-up cars target a busy intersection like the one behind me, Main Street, and they do burnouts and donuts, which is both illegal and dangerous. Size 5 diapers like these usually cost around $26 at your local Walmart. Most families don't have the access to be able to go to big box stores. Diana Sims rolls around downtown Raleigh daily.
Like, all the time.
Sims has many experience with drivers in the area.
On Capitol Boulevard, one day I was crossing the street coming from Little City, and I had the right of way, and the person was on the phone, not paying attention, and how close he was, she stopped on brakes.
She says things like this happen all too often.
They need more lights and more signs for people that's in wheelchairs and people have disabilities.
That change is coming to Raleigh soon. City Council voted to stop drivers from turning right on red in the downtown area.
I'm really excited.
Senior engineer James Sudano says the move will help limit pedestrian crashes.
Downtown Raleigh is one of our top areas where we have conflicts with vehicles.
Change started here on McDowell and Lane Street after a 2019 crash that killed a state employee. This led Governor Roy Cooper to ask the city of Raleigh to take steps toward pedestrian safety.
Safety is going to be our top priority over efficiency, and that's what we're focusing on here with this effort.
Although there might be some traffic delays, Sudano reassures residents.
Everyone's on our mind when it comes to safety.
I don't see people really obeying the traffic signals out here.
Kelly Colvin sells hot dogs on Fayetteville Street. He says he's seen 2 pedestrian crashes in this past year.
I mean, we have a certain percentage of people that follow the rules and a certain percentage that don't.
However, for pedestrians like Sims, there is still hope.
I think it's going to be a little bit better, and a little bit safer for us.
The Reproduction Advocacy Day hosted over 200 lobbyists and community members from all over North Carolina in downtown Raleigh.
Women and girls in these groups across this country are once again being put at risk of having to resort to unsafe abortions.
The event was created by Planned Parenthood South Atlantic and hopes to bring lawmakers to a decision that they say will help all North Carolinians.
To have intentional conversations about their stories and why they're here and why it's really important to protect reproductive rights and freedom and bodily autonomy in our state, in North Carolina. The Reproductive Freedom Advocacy Day is just one of the many events that legislative office here in Raleigh, North Carolina sees. Many representatives have different opinions on the issue, but they all care for the well-being of the North Carolina people.
Important thing for both me as the one down here representing them, and for them if they have some concern, public concern.
The Planned Parenthood Coalition was excited to see their hard work finally come to life.
It feels very grounding, and it feels really beautiful to be able to kind of see the vision that we as a coalition brought together.
tax season makes its way through the 2022 tax year, many people are going to different tax programs to see who gives the most refund. For many, VITA Tax Service is the best option.
VITA program stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. So we provide tax returns that are free of charge to households with an income of $58,000 or less. Professional tax preparation costs about $250, so a lot of these households can't afford that.
The City of High Point runs 8 VITA sites throughout High Point, which include the Public Library, GTCC, and West End Ministries. The service caters to different taxpayers from the community.
We run the gamut. We've got 60 and up, we've got young folks, we've got single moms, we've got single dads, we've got every ethnicity coming in.
Volunteers are required to take several exams to make sure they are ready to serve their community. Tax preparers and greeters gain many experiences and are able to see the need in High Point.
The VITA program is really helpful for people who don't necessarily either know how to do their taxes or have access to computers or technology that would allow them to do their taxes. And so it really just lifts a burden off of people who wouldn't be able to do it themselves or wouldn't have the time to do it themselves.
Many taxpayers come back to VITA year after year as it creates a sense of relief for them financially.
It takes the worry away from where do I go, what do I do? It helps me know that this service is out here and the programs here that will help.
Tax season will run through April 18th, and so will VITA. To sign up to become a volunteer, go to www.signupgenius.com/go/VITA Volunteers 2023.